and today we're going to be looking at moving shapes on a coordinate grid. Yesterday we looked at plotting shapes on a coordinate grid, and today we're going to be moving them. So I will go through the learning reminders. Now, we have two shapes that have been plotted here. The first is the black triangle. Do you think you can tell me what kind of triangle it is? Well done if you said isosceles. The black triangle has been moved 3 squares to the right. It now has new coordinates. Now, when we are moving shapes or we're moving points on a coordinate grid, we call this translation. So the shape has been translated. And in this case, it has been translated 3 squares to the right. Now, the way we can write this as mathematicians is R3. The R represents the right, the 3 represents by how many spaces. It's moved, but it's kept its original shape and orientation. So you can see it's a direct duplicate of our original isosceles triangle. Now, the way it has been translated is each point at a time. So if we were to start at this point, 4, 4 are the coordinates. Let's just check across the x-axis 4. Yep. Up the y-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's hiding there. Yep, that's right. And we're translating this point right 3. We just move to the right, that direction, 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3, and it's been marked there. And then we do the same for the other 2 coordinates, and then the shape has been drawn. This is the newly translated shape, which has been translated 3 spaces to the right. Let's have a look at another one. So this time we've got a square, and we're starting with the black square here. Here are the coordinates for each of the points, each of the vertices of the square. And this time the square has been translated to the left. And it has, well, in fact, let's see how many spaces it has been translated to the left. Let's start with this coordinate, which is at 6, 7. Let's just check that. 6, yep, across, let's go up 7, yep. So we are translating it to this point. So I want to see by how many spaces it has moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this shape has been translated 5 spaces to the left. And the same has been done for this coordinate to here, this coordinate here, this coordinate to here. We know it's been translated correctly because the new shape is a direct duplicate to the original. It is exactly the same. Finally, we have a rectangle. The original is here. Have a think, in which direction has this shape been translated and by how many jumps? Let's choose this coordinate to start with, the bottom left one. It says it's at 3, 7. Let's just check 3, 7. Yep, correct. Well done if you said it had been translated down. So D for down. And then by how many? So this is the bottom left corner. So we're looking at getting to the bottom left corner here. Let's count how many jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So down 4. And then the same would be repeated for each of the other coordinates. It's an exactly the same rectangle, therefore it has been translated correctly. Your task, if you are having a go at either the mild or the hot sheets, very similar activities here. It asks you to do a series of steps. Let's concentrate on this one first. Follow the instructions and then write your answers in the blanks. Again, if you're doing this in your maths books, don't worry if you can't print it. Just draw the X and the Y axes out, and then complete the stages exactly as you would on here. What I recommend doing is when it's asking you to plot a new shape, maybe choose a different coloured pencil so you can see the differences in your translation of shapes. Same thing for the hot sheet, follow the instructions, and then you've got a little challenge to end on here. We have answers for you to self-mark, and they show exactly where the translated shape should be. You've got a walk then fly activity if you're finding it a bit tricky, and a check your understanding page of questions. Have a go and enjoy.